Hey y'all. So I'd like to do a story time. So a few years back, I was working at a ER down in South Florida, and there was an ambulance call over the radio of an incoming patient. So the chief complaint was reported that the patient recently started a new job, that nobody knew her history, but she had taken too much of her medication and was refusing to tell them what she took, and she was vomiting. So initial impression, what is this? I don't know, a drug overdose. So let's see. So as I'm sitting in the back to the area I was assigned, which more so or not was meant for stable patients, it wasn't the area that they assigned the critical patients to. So as I'm sitting back there, the ambulance is coming in, they're passing with the patient on the stretcher, and I'm already doing my initial visual assessment and how the patient's presenting. So first thing that I notice is that the patient is very restless. She's thrashing about in the stretcher. And then the next thing I notice is that she's dressed extremely nice. I mean, like hair done, nails done, lashes done, makeup done, the whole nine. She's got matching belt, purse, shoes, like not the typical MO. It's just not adding up. Doesn't sound like what a drug overdose patients usually present like, but you never know. So let's go in here and assess the patient a little further. So I go into the room, I'm hooking the patient on the monitor, I'm assessing and speaking to her and listening to the ambulance report simultaneously. I asked the patient, what's your name and what brought you to the hospital? So she's not able to get out any audible words. She's moaning, she's groaning, and just barely can make out that she does say her first name. So blood pressure comes back. It's extremely elevated. It's like 230 over 130, immediate red flags. My intuition tells me this is a bleed. This patient is having a hemorrhagic stroke. So I immediately went and got the doctor. Hey doc, you need to come look at this patient. She doesn't look so hot. So he came in, he agreed with me, and we activated the stroke alert. So we rushed her straight to CAT scan. And sure enough, the CAT scan comes back showing that she had an extremely large bleed. I mean, this bleed was so large that the midline or middle of her brain was starting to shift to the one side from all the pressure building up in the cavity from the bleeding. So we initiate all the emergency responses. We get putting her on a cardiac drip to control her blood pressure. We're giving her vitamin K to help stop the bleeding and working her and get her stabilized and transfer her to ICU. So at that point, I didn't really know what the outcome was. But in this case, with hemorrhagic strokes, typically the outcome is poor. Typically, patients do not make it and they die, or are left severely, permanently disabled, requiring to be in like a long-term care setting or a nursing home. So fast forward a few months later, I was really just wanting to know what happened to this patient. So I looked into it and I found that not only did she walk out on her own 2 feet from the hospital, but she also was oriented in her right mind, able to feed herself regular food and essentially live a normal life with very minimal residual deficits from this. So all of us in the healthcare industry know that that is nothing short of a miracle. And all I can say to that is look at God. So I was something like this woman's anonymous guardian angel. She doesn't know me. She never met me. She doesn't know what I did for her and how I saved her life that day. So that is just a sneak peek of why I do what I do for so long. And I would like to say to this, my advice to any new nurses or nurses looking to transition into critical care, to trust your own intuition. Do your own assessments. Don't just go off what other people tell you. Take those horse blinders off, get that tunnel vision away, because that's how things are missed, and that can be a matter of life or death. So had I treated this patient as a drug overdose as it was presented to me, that would have been a matter of moments, seconds, minutes. That could have been life or death. So that's all I have today. Thank y'all for watching. Bye y'all.